Stop living your life caring about what people will think about you because you are not living your life for them. And let me tell you something. If everyone loves you and accepts you, then you have to recheck your life because most people that hate you want to be like you. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should stop living your life based on what people think. Number 1 reason why you should stop living your life based on what people think is for your peace and happiness. If you are living your life based on what people think about you, you are always afraid, you are anxious, and you are unhappy because you always worry about what people will say, and you are worried about whether you've said the right thing, whether you've done the right thing, always. And this will come with a lot of confusion and anxiety. But why will you try to please people when you can please yourself? You should not live your entire life being anxious or nervous about what people will think about you. You will wonder whether you look good, what will people think about what you wear, what will people think about how you talk or how you dress. You should not live your life like that. Don't live your life trying to make other people accept you. That doesn't matter because they're gonna talk anyway. No matter what you do, people will still talk. And other reason why you should not live your life based on what people think about you, because it is a waste of energy. The energy that you will use to focus on what people think about you, you can use that energy to like yourself, to build yourself through experience, through self-love and compassion. You can use that energy for positive thoughts, positive affirmation, and just loving on yourself rather than worrying every day about what people will think about you. Another reason why you should stop worrying about what people think about you is it can lead to people-pleasing attitude. If you are a very generous individual who gives out all our money to people, let's say you are rich, and you help a lot of people financially, and let's say something unfortunate happens to you, and you lose everything that you have, the same people that you were giving money, will still talk about how unserious or careless you are to allow yourself to lose all your money. For instance, if you walk fast, people are still going to say it's because you cannot run. If you dress well, some people will say you are dressing to show off. And if you dress poorly, they will say that you are untidy or you are too poor to afford a nice clothes. So it doesn't matter what you do, people will always say something. Another reason why you should stop worrying about what people think about you, because people gossip because of their insecurities. In most cases, people dislike other people or talk about other people because they do things that remind them of their shortcomings. For instance, if a rude individual see other people being rude, it will remind that individual of how rude they are, and this makes them uncomfortable and they feel the urge to say something about it. In most cases also, people fall out with others because they remind them too much of themselves and it makes them uncomfortable. Remember this. If someone always say negative things about someone, it is because they look deep into their insecurities and they try to make that person feel worse. They are trying to pull down that person, especially when that person is on the right track and that person is loving on themselves and they are feeling good about themselves and they have accepted themselves. So when people talk bad about you and try to make you feel bad about yourself, they are not better than you. They are just better at hiding it. They are more ashamed of who they are and they have not taken the time to love on themselves. And for those talking about others, if they will spend all the time they used to talk about other people and put all that time and energy into loving themselves, they will be a better somebody full of success and happiness. Because all of us have insecurities, but we have learned to accept it. We have learned to accept those insecurities and move past them because no one is perfect. Another reason why you should not care about what people think about you, because it will prevent you from being authentic. Let's say, for instance, you bought a car because Aminata down the street liked that car, and you wanted Aminata down the street to compliment you. You bought a house even though you were not ready to buy a house, just because everyone was buying an house. The whole time, you don't like the clothes, the jewelry, the phone, and all the things that you have bought, but you bought them just because it is socially more acceptable to you and you are not happy about it. If you live a life that is not yours, you will not feel fulfilled. Have confidence in yourself, take time to love yourself, and practice being yourself without caring about what people think about you. Always be confident and have the courage to be authentic and become the best version of yourself, because there is no one like you. In a world full of liars and pretenders, when you choose to be truthful to yourself and others and choose to do better, you are always going to be labeled as crazy and stupid, because everyone wants you to be the same. Most people don't want to see you grow, so they will try to pull you down with negative comments and attitude. Negativity from people about something that you are pursuing should be the reason why you should want to pursue that thing more. If you put on some clothes and somebody tells you that they don't like that, it should be the reason for you to like that clothes more, because that shows that you don't need anyone's approval to do or wear anything. So you must work on pleasing yourself, work on living life just for you. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what do I like? What do I know? What do I want to do for myself? When you go to buy clothes or any other thing, stop asking people what they think about them. When you go to do something, stop asking people to validate you first. If you want to do something, by all means, just do it and live your life for you. Just live a life that is fitting to you instead of pleasing others. Because if everyone loves you and accepts you and you have not faced any adversity, you have no haters, you need to find something new. Because most people that hate you wants to be like you. So if someone is talking about you and try to pull you down, my sister, that is your clue that what you are doing is right, that you are on the right path. Don't let yourself get in your own way by allowing other people's thoughts to creep in you and poison what is inside of you. The sooner you stop living your life based on what people think about you, that's the time you will realize that true happiness really lies in you living your life for yourself. Stop living your life for what people will say. Stop living your life based on what people will think, because you are you. You are unique. There is no second person to you. You are very, very, very unique. So always remember that. Have confidence in you. Have always love yourself, because no one is better than you, sis. No one is better than you. Live your life to the fullest. Take time to love yourself and practice being yourself without caring about what people will think about you, about what people will say about you. Build yourself to have a solid foundation of who you are, so you don't have to worry about what people think. It doesn't matter what they think or talk about you, because people are always going to say something anyway. Don't go down the road of living a life that is not yours. And at the end of your life, you're going to think about what you did for yourself and you're going to find nothing. Because all this time, you've just been living your life for people. You've just been living your life for what people will say. You want to make sure at the end of your life, you look at your life and you realize, okay, yes, this is what I live for. So please stop living your life based on what people think. And